Okay, so welcome to my New York style kitchen, little cubicle I spend a lot of time in. Today is my son's 27th birthday. One of his favorite dishes is eggplant parmesan. So we're going to make that for him today, and I thought it'd be fun if you saw how I do it. First, I got tomatoes, a large can of tomatoes. I got one onion and about 6 cloves of garlic. And onion all diced up. Here's my tomatoes. Got olive oil, butter. Okay, so here's what we do. I'm going to put some olive oil in the pot. This is pretty good olive oil, Sicilian extra virgin. Okay, like that. Not everybody does this, but I like to add a little pat of butter. Makes a nice taste. Okay, not everybody uses onions in their sauce, but for me it makes the sauce a little sweeter. So you let the oil and butter heat up pretty good. Okay, so the oil and butter are melted and hot enough, so you just put your onions and garlic in. Okay, we're going to sweat that. Nice. You really don't want any color. You just want to get them a little soft. Okay, onions and garlic look good, nice and soft. Okay, add your tomatoes carefully. Okay, put the tomatoes in. I got this industrial sized potato masher. Some people take the tomatoes and put them in a blender to break them up, but I like a little more texture in the sauce, and when you do that it just turns into a puree, and I don't want that. So I take this and just crush the tomatoes. Okay, so you can see I broke up all the tomatoes, but not to where it's like a puree. It's just got a nice texture to it, okay? Okay. Okay, we're going to put a little salt. Okay. Black pepper. Okay, and I got a little red wine, a little rich red wine left over from last night. It's like about 1/4 cup. Just put it in there. Okay, you don't have to do that. In fact, I only do it if I have it. Okay, and that's the sauce. I'm going to let it simmer for about 30 minutes. And you're good. Alright, so I got nice Italian style eggplant, nice and firm, right? These are good. Okay. So one thing not everybody knows about eggplant, if you look at the end, there's like a little indentation. If the end is like this, it doesn't go in too far, this is a male. Okay, if the indentation goes in like a belly button, that's a female. Try not to use the female. The female has all the seeds and it makes the eggplant bitter. Just a little thing. Okay, so now we're going to bread the eggplant. And this is the classic technique for breading anything, like chicken, fish. Okay, so I told you I got the flour, I got scrambled eggs, I got the breadcrumbs. So you take the eggplant and you dredge it in the flour. All you're doing is coating the eggplant with the flour, just like that. Okay? Shake off all the excess, okay? And then I drop it in the egg. Try not to use your hand in the wet, otherwise you'll come out with gooey hands. Alright? After the eggplant is covered with the egg, let it drip a little bit and into the breadcrumbs. And that's it. We'll do one more. Okay, we'll do one more. Flour. Nice. Okay. Shake it off. Drop it in the egg. Okay. Let it drip a little. And the breadcrumbs. Okay, so I breaded all the eggplant, ready to go. I got my pan with olive oil. You don't want it to get super hot, right? Just enough to bubble. Now we're going to fry the eggplant. Okay? We're not really going to cook the eggplant through, right? Because if you do that, when you put them in the oven after everything's on it, it turns to mush. So all you want to do is seal the breadcrumbs to the eggplant. Okay? So it's going to be a very light brown color when you're done. Okay? It only takes a few minutes actually. Okay, so they've been in there like a minute. See, I just sealed it, just so it's got a little bit of a crust. I'm going to turn it over, right? Just like that. Careful, don't splatter. Okay, so this batch is done. So take them out, let them drip a little bit. Put on paper towel I like to drain it. Okay, so now we're going to assemble. See, I got all the eggplant fried, nice color, a little blonde, and I drained it so it's kind of dry. It's good. Nice mozzarella here. I'm going to slice. You don't want to slice it too thin, like that. Okay, so I cut the mozzarella where we're ready to put it together. I got my sauce. Okay, so I take one ladle, put a little on the bottom. Like that. Okay. And you take your eggplant. Okay, put one layer. I put the mozzarella. Okay, spread it around. When it cooks, it kind of spreads around a little bit. Okay, now the sauce. You don't want to drown it, but just cover. Okay. Then you use, I use locatelli. Some people like Parmesan. I use the locatelli because it's a little sharper, a little more bite to it. Adds to the, intensity, I guess. It's good. Okay, and then you just repeat the process, right? Make another layer like that.
Cool.
Alright, that's it. So I made like 3 layers, right? I preheated my oven to 350, sort of. It's going to take like 30 minutes in the oven at 350, and bon appetit. Yeah, so, my intent was to make this for my son, but it's a pleasant distraction and everything that's going on now, staying in the house. Hope everybody's healthy and safe. Follow the rules and we'll get through this, okay? Bon appetit.